Hey everyone, James here from the Sim Network once more, bringing you a 3 vs 3 Dawn of War Soulstorm replay, since I haven't done one in a bit of a while, on the Fargora map. So I have the top right team here, this is the bottom left team here. So the top right team consists of Belarus Tractor, Mark of Grimy, and Yapamago, all playing as the Necrons. So yeah, funnily enough, they actually all spawned in as a random race. But, yeah, as you can see, they all managed to spawn Necrons, which is pretty unlikely. And yeah, at the bottom left, we've got the Fifth Reich, or I think he's misspelled Reich, but anyway, we'll call him Fifth Reich, playing as the Space Marines. Stig F1 playing as the Battle Sisters, or rather Sisters of Battle. And of course, Cologne playing also as the Sisters of Battle. So I believe, yeah, he also spawned in random, and what do you know, he got Battle Sisters as well, so yeah, it looks like they're going to be doing it with themselves, so to speak. So, just have a look at everyone's build order. Looks like Yapamago is actually going to be starting off with a quick harassment with his fancy Gauss turret, so it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass for our Space Marine player, since yeah, I don't think he'll be able to capture that. He should be able to reach over pretty easily. So instead, we're actually going to have Fifth Reich going for a quick tech up to tier 2, and yeah, as for Stig 1, he's got... where the hell are they? Oh, there we go. He's got Seraphim heading towards top left Necron player's base, and as for Cologne, he's yeah, just going for a more standard Battle Sister squad with no armory or anything like that, from what I can see, and yeah, just taking up in general. And what do you know, I've actually got the Seraphim doing a bit of harassment on the builder units. I don't think they'll be able to do too much though, especially now that the Necron Lord's out. But yeah, we've got more, wow, one Gauss turret's being built by Yapamago, though you'd think he would have built it a little bit closer. I don't think, oh actually, what do you know, it can still attack the listening post. Wow, so interesting harassment there by the Necron player as well. And here we go, the Necron Lord finally teleporting up and yeah, targeting the Battle Sister squads at the same time. Those Seraphim are going to be used to, I don't know, just harass a bit more. And yeah, we've got Necron Warriors and then another Necron Lord coming in to finish off this listening post. So, yeah, funnily enough, with heavy bolter turrets, Gauss turrets, that sort of stuff, their range is actually greater than a listening post. So yeah, provided that you position it at around maximum range, it can, well, heavy bolter turret can, or a Gauss turret or whatever turret is, can yeah, defeat listening posts from long range. Which is kind of funny really, which is even more ridiculous, is that you can build these Gauss turrets, or turrets in general, should I say, anywhere on the map, without having to build any adjacent buildings or anything like that. In previous games, well up until I think Dark Crusade, you can actually build turrets only, I think only in control zones. So yeah, basically places like next to the stronghold, next to listening posts, that sort of stuff. You couldn't just build them, willy-nilly. But yeah, for some reason they changed that in Dark Crusade, and yeah, they just had the change carry over to Dawn of War Soulstorm, which I just find kind of ridiculous. Speaking of which, looks like the Seraphim harassment is going to continue. We've got Necron Warriors slowly making their way over, but yeah, they're not going to be able to catch up to the very fast Seraphim, so thank God for that. Same time though, Cologne himself is still going for regular Battle Sisters. He's going for the Flamer, or rather the Inferno pistol upgrade, which is not such a shabby upgrade for commander units. As for the Fifth Reich, he's actually going for a quick Chaplain, and he's got a Sacred Artifact up, so which means he's probably going to be going for either a Librarian or for Grey Knights. Should be interesting. And yeah, I've got Scout Marines trying to attack here, and got a major battle occurring around the middle as well. So yeah, looks like the Necron players in general decided to go for massive amounts of Necron Warriors. Interesting. And yeah, I mean, they're not too shabby. You can get them out for free, or rather you can get a squad of them out for free, and then each extra Necron Warrior costs a bit more after that. And yeah, they can still be pretty effective, especially when you get the disruption field upgrades for them. So there's 2 of them that you should get. Second one, I think you have to get a... I can't remember, another tech building to get in case. And yeah, speaking of which, looks like Fifth Reich is going for the Grey Knights, and yeah, looks like the middle of the map is currently in control of by the Sisters of Battle. And yeah, we've also got the Seraphim coming in as well, doing a bit of harassment. Wow, Necron Warrior just seems to have melted away just about. And yeah, we've even got more Ghost Turrets and all that being built in the Necron player's base. Problem with going massive Necron Warriors, of course, is that, you know, it's only a single troop type. I mean, even if they are free in some respects and also powerful, they can still be defeated rather readily. So yeah, here we got Red Clone doing just that, using good old flamers and all that, yeah, just to help set them on fire, do a bit of extra damage. And yeah, I mean, especially we have in groups like that, when they tend to clump up a bit, the area of effect damage of the flamer is going to be pretty beneficial for them. For both Space Marines and good old Sisters of Battle. And yeah, we've still got the Seraphim still harassing here. Looks like they're going after the Builder Scarabs. Got more Necron Warriors and all that coming out. What the hell? It's interesting, I thought I saw them disappear. Anyway. And yeah, we've also got the Necron players going to Tier 2, and at the same time though, teleporting their troops. I think they were teleporting their troops back to face the Seraphim, but the thing is the Seraphim can just keep jumping around pretty much. And yeah, we've also got Necron Warriors. Necron players also researching the Disruption Field ability as well. Getting harassed by the Battle Sisters, and the thing is, Builder Scarabs are free though. I mean, even replacing dead members of their squad is free. So I suppose really, whatever harassment you can do, whatever you can do to keep the Necron players and their bases is certainly come in handy. And yeah, finally got the Chaplain and the Grey Knights coming out as well, just to, well, from what I can see, they seem to be tanking damage. Not the best Psychic Inquisition being casted there, would be better off casting it around here. At the very least, it doesn't do friendly damage or anything like that, so I guess I don't have to worry too much. And speaking of which, we also got the Necron Lord actually being used to tank damage. It's actually going into the phase shifting mode, which basically means it can't damage anything, but it can't be damaged either. Trying to absorb a bit of damage, and yeah, he's even using the lightning ability as well. But there we go, the Ghost Turret has gone down. Still one remaining around here, and this thing post here hasn't been captured yet either. This point here is still captured. So this point here as well. So yeah, it looks like the bottom of the team is currently leading at the moment. So we've got a massive influx of Necron Warriors coming in, and by the looks of it, all of them except the one from Yapamago have been upgraded with the Disruption Field ability. You can tell by the little sickly green glow that they have. So yes, they're certainly going to be rather troublesome indeed. Got just upgrades and all that coming out for the spaceship player. Not really seeing anything advanced for either of the Battle Sisters players though, for whatever reason. Although, there we go, that's a bit of harassment by the turret, not bad. But yeah, looks like the bottom of the team is being drawn back. More Necron Warriors and all that coming out, which means we'll probably be seeing a switch to vehicles, maybe, no? Here we go. Oh, damn it, it's the Holy Reliquary. Well. Oh, okay, they would have teleported back here. Okay, so yeah, very good harassment indeed, actually, by Stig F1. Getting all those Necron Warriors to teleport back. He could probably just as well jump over it here. I mean, with this number of Seraphim that he has, he could take out these power plants relatively quickly, and maybe delay construction of the Greatest Summoning Core and other tech structures as well for the Necron player. Which is not going to quite do that. Whatever reason. And yeah, speaking of which, I mean, massive amounts of Necron Warriors can certainly be pretty troublesome, but they're also bringing out Destroyers too. But really, I mean, when you bring in vehicles and stuff like that against them, then they really can lose quite a bit of their effectiveness, at least until mortars and all that are brought out. So hopefully be seeing the bottom left team doing that, although no, they just seem to be going with troops for the time being and engaging these Necron Warriors head on, which as you can see is not the greatest thing to do either, especially with well macroed Necron Lords, being able to cast all sorts of abilities such as this Solar Pulse ability, basically forcing these guys to get out of that crater, which was providing us some light cover against the Necron forces. I suppose a bit more Seraphim harassment couldn't hurt either. I mean, using them head on is not the greatest of idea, but then again they are using the abilities they called again, Avenging Angels, something like that. Ability which basically increases the damage output of nearby troops, including themselves, as well as the morale, and I'm pretty sure it makes them morale immune as well. I'm not 100% sure on that though. And yeah, we got Necron Lord retreating as well, using good old phase shift ability. You gotta love that. You see a Necron Lord and he just sort of becomes half visible. You do everything to try to shoot him, he just keeps standing there taking it. And there we go. I'm finally starting to see, should I say, a little bit of diversity by the Necron player. But really, these Necron warriors, they're really slowly getting taken out. I mean, sure, they can get replenished, but they do cost outside of the initial squads and all that. Do have a pretty good harassment by the Necron Lord. Wow, even going for the solar pulse ability there, and we've actually got a Necron Lord here doing quite a bit of damage to the Space Marine player's base as well, so not really watching very well there. You'd be better off getting his Grey Knights back, at the very least to deal with it, get it to teleport, or maybe just, you know, putting down a couple of mines or something like that, because that's one thing that Necron Lords can't detect, so they'll keep on running into mines, which is kind of humorous to watch, really. But yeah, what should I going to do? That's just going to let their base slowly get destroyed. Though, funny enough though, I mean the chapel barracks and all that is still up. And yeah, he's getting a bit of power from here. Storms up for the Battle Sisters place, so hopefully we'll be seeing some vehicles. As for the Necron player, yeah, they just got mostly destroyers and all that, so really, I mean, mixing in some vehicles here would basically go a long way. Although I suppose they got some pretty good troops out as well, so what the hell. So that could work as well. It's got Grey Knights being ambushed a bit, destroyed, being forced to retreat, and yes, for Necron players they really could do with a bit of diversification in their army as well. I mean, a couple of Wraiths and all that. Use the phase shift ability, tank a bit of the damage, get the Necron warriors behind. Yeah, pretty handy, but yeah, for whatever reason they're just not going to do that. And what the hell, they're still managing to drive back the bottom of the team, and the Necron Lord here is still attacking. Wow, that must be pretty frustrating, although we do have the Force Commander coming up for the 5th Reich, which means we should be able to take out this Necron Lord with relative ease, unless if he's teleported out. At the same time though, we do have, there we go, finally we're seeing vehicles and all that, so... okay, not doing as much damage as I anticipated. Oh well. Well, still, that's the sort of thing that we should be seeing for the bottom of team, vehicles and all that to come out, because really, I mean, this sort of build by the Necron player is pretty good against troops, but yeah, they don't have immortals, they don't have really anything against vehicles except well, I suppose the Necron Lord could be alright against vehicles in melee, but yeah, whatever reason, I'm not going to do that. And speaking of which, okay, never mind, I thought we were going to see a psychic position there, but you're also not going to see that. Necron players, Mark of Remy. So yeah, looks like it's just going along here just to destroy the economic buildings on the Battle Sisters player. So not such a shabby thing to do, especially since they probably won't be able to engage these troops directly, and yeah, now they're going to be teleported away. Would be a good time to see these Seraphim, especially since they have this ability upgraded, to see them do a bit of harassment, maybe around this Necron monolith, destroy a couple of these plasma generators. Because yeah, from what I can see, these Necron warriors for the time being have used up all of their teleports, so these guys should be able to do quite a bit of harassment, and it looks like Stig F1 agrees with that. Speaking of which, we've still got this Necron Lord doing damage. Wow, it's interesting, and its Force Commander still being built, which means he either got killed and I didn't notice, or he might have been cancelled, and now he's just being rebuilt for whatever reason. And there we go, finally got the Battle Sisters coming out, a little bit delayed though. But what the hell, if they can stop these builder scams from building the Scorch Tower, they should be able to do quite a bit of harassments, maybe force a couple of these Necrons to teleport back. And the thing is, they don't teleport, or rather their ability to recharge, their teleport ability recharge is not instant, so it does take a bit of time to recharge. So once they teleport somewhere, they can't teleport back again for a bit of time. And here we go, we've got the Seraphim Sword coming out. Will they be able to kill off these builder scabs before going for the turret? Yep. Not too shabby indeed. To have the Necron Lord in using his phase shift ability, but really these Seraphim should be able to avoid quite easily, and now they're going for plasma generators and all that. Same time though, us seeing a bit of an engagement in the middle. Looks like the Necrons are starting to move out. Haven't teleported any back here though, probably because they know that these Seraphim can just jump out of there, but the problem is though, this Necron Lord is being kited incredibly easily, and there we go, he's even being teleported back here, basically leaving the Seraphim to do a bit of economic damage to these plasma generators. One Celestian getting in on the action. Same time though, Necrons are coming in here. Seeing Immolator's being upgraded with multi-melters for some reason, which is kind of ridiculous really, because we haven't really seen that many vehicles by the Necron player. We haven't seen destroyers or heavy destroyers, or god forbid even Lord destroyers, which I think have actually got commander arm in any case. So upgrading of multi-melters, a bit of a ridiculous thing to do, but what can you do, I suppose? Wouldn't have been too bad maybe for a bit of economic rest, maybe helping killing off these turrets and all that. Oh god, fancy having to put a list post and getting it destroyed like that. Oh well. Yeah, we've even got these Necron warriors teleporting back here for Belarus. Yep. And yeah, I mean, now they're just walking forward, but yeah, the heavy bolters from Radiclone should be able to take them out quick, smart, and at the same time, oh, we do have Lord Destroyers coming out actually. And yeah, they do have what's his commander type, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got commander armor as well. Even though he works like a vehicle, but interesting. Oh, what the hell. Yeah, in any case, we actually have the Lord Destroyer being used. Don't really see him making too much of a difference. We've also got the elite troops coming out for the one of the Necron players as well. Not really seeing too much elite stuff when it comes to anyone else, well, except for the Celestians, of course, but we're not seeing Sister Repentias, although, what do you know, we are seeing Penitent Engines, which is the most, pretty sure they're the most powerful dreadnoughts, that is to say, walking assault vehicles that you can get in the game. Quite a bit of armor, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think they've either got vehicle medium armor or they got vehicle high armor, which is usually reserved for Uber units. I can't remember if that's the case or if it's the Killer Can that has the Uber armor. Huh. Oh well, whatever. In any case, this Penitent Engine's doing quite a bit of damage to these Necron warriors, and here we go, we finally got Immortals coming up. For whatever reason though, Mark of Grimy, there we go, he's finally starting to utilise them a bit, but unlike Necron warriors, do quite a bit of damage. Rather, they're relatively accurate while moving. Immortals and other Necron troops aren't that accurate at all, and what do you know, they forced a retreat for the Necron players, but at the same time they've got Mark of Grimy doing good damage to the Sacred Artifact, actually being repaired by two Servitors, and they're trying to engage a Plasma but now getting picked off slowly by a listing post, which is kind of funny really. So, managed to do quite a bit of economic damage there to the Space Marine player, and finally got him going for tier 3. So yeah, they probably should have paid a bit more attention to what was happening there. I mean, just a couple of listing posts, properly supported by Servitors. Oh, sorry, a couple of turrets supported by Servitors should be able to take it out pretty easily. And yeah, now we've even got the Shrine of the Living Saint under attack. Speaking of which, okay, no one's got the relic. A relic, should I say, which would explain why nobody's got any super units out or anything like that. The Penitent Engines are still pretty good, but of course, Land Raiders and the Living Saint from the is also pretty good too. So, what the hell? So yeah, we've got massive amounts of Necrons still being utilised, finally being backed up by Mortals and Pariahs. So yeah, now we're finally starting to see a little bit more of an advanced troop composition, but at the same time, we've got other elite troops coming out as well. Sister Repentia coming out for one of the Sisters of Battle players, Stig F1. We also got Psychic Inquisition being used in here as well, provided that they can keep the troops coming in through here, which seems to be the case. They should be able to do quite a bit of area of effect damage to them. And yeah, it seems to be working out pretty well, given that Sister Repentia basically being used to bait these troops in here. Not really doing too much damage on their own, given that they've basically been demoralised, but it's not quite enough to hold back this massive Necron push. In fact, it's so much of a push that my frame rate's going down, which kind of sucks. What can you do? And speaking of which, this Necron Lord seems to be... What the hell is he doing? It was stuck there for a second. Anyway, still doing a bit of harassment there, not accomplishing too much, but might be able to do a bit of damage. Oh dear. But yeah, we got the Sessions coming out, should be able to take him out. So we've got the Penitent Engine coming out, should be able to take him out, but there we go. Necron Lord's teleporting, get back here, back into the action. And yeah, basically our bottom left team is being slowly forced back, but at the same time though, we do have that's interesting. We've got Celestians being used for capturing as well as Seraphim as well, so interesting stuff there indeed. We also got an Exorcist being used going to be a bit vulnerable though, probably should have kept it back here or something like that, because really they do have quite a long range. And yeah, we do have more elite troops now being sent out for the Battle Systems, but at the same time though, we do have at least 2 squads of Pariahs. Do you have a third one somewhere? Yep. So yeah, we do have them pretty good job of tanking damage for the Necron player, but at the same time though, to have the Exorcists still staying alive, amazingly enough. And the thing is, they don't actually do friendly fire damage, or those little, what the hell are they meant to be? I suppose they're like mini missiles of some sort. Unguarded missiles. Yeah, like unguarded missiles. Yeah, they don't do friendly fire for whatever reason. As you can see, they do quite a bit of knockback for how small they are, although they do also pepper a pretty large area. Interesting. pretty inaccurate, but what the hell. So yeah, provided they can get enough exorcists perhaps, and they can keep this Necron army in one relatively condensed ball, they should be able to take them out, but we've still got more troops and all that incoming from the Necron players. Got elite troops now being built by the Space Marine clan, Terminators. Okay, yep, going with assault cannons first so they can attack from a longer distance, and who knows, if they can make a hold here, they might just be able to have a shot at this game, but I don't quite see that happening. Although we do have quite a bit of the Necron army in disarray, being split up into multiple locations and demoralised as well, not too shabby. We've also got the Grey Knights using their Psychic Inquisition ability, and yeah, just attacking ranged as well. Probably could be used a bit more in melee actually, and yeah, what do you know? They managed to hold off the Necron the Necron onslaught. At the same time they did manage to do a bit of harassment. Oh, they actually managed to harass with Celestians. That's interesting. How they managed to get them down there? I mean, they had to have walked them all the way there. I don't really see any other way. Well, I have to think. In case, yeah, they did manage to do a bit of damage to the Necron player Belarus. But yeah, now the Celestians are being forced back, and yeah, I guess, yeah, they must have just walked all the way there. Got a couple of Necron Lords trying to do a bit of damage, but yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do too much. It'll probably be best to get you know, vehicle on that just to make sure, but what the hell. And yeah, another interesting thing about the Exorcist is that they come with Seeker missiles as well, so you can use them. Well, I think they call them Hunter Seeker missiles, but well, the Seeker missiles nonetheless. Oh, speaking of which, what the hell is this Penitent Engine doing? It's just standing around while the Necron Lord's attacking. And yeah, now we're finally seeing a bit of a counter-attack by the bottom left team, but yeah, we're seeing a pretty well placed Solar Pulse ability being used. Looks like Radical Cologne leaving his troops in the leaving his troops just a little bit too long in the interesting. Anyway, leaving them for too long in the Solar Pulse ability, basically catching all of it except for this squad here. And yeah, we even got the essence of the Deceiver being produced as well by, let's see, by Belarus, of course. So yeah, we'll be able to do a bit of damage. I haven't really seen him mind controlling a squad or anything from what I can see. Might have been better off going with the Nightbringer perhaps. Although still, if they could mind control, say, a squad of Terminators or Celestians, that would have made a bit of difference. And yeah, not really seeing him mind controlling anything at all though. Interesting. Well, what the hell. So there's going to be also a bit of harassment, and this restored monolith I'm pretty sure is it a fake? Got one here, one here, one here. Yep, it's fake, alright. So yeah, I guess it's just the ability that the Deceiver used, which is, yeah, basically called fake monolith. Pretty descriptive, isn't it? And okay, that's right. I've got that they can teleport, and yeah, I think we've actually got. Let's see, is that? No, it's the same. Basically, I think we've got a second Deceiver out, which is kind of funny, really, because like, I think the Deceiver is meant to be one of the Necron gods. And, well, I suppose it's only his essence, though. Kind of like an essence of chamomile, I guess. Except a bit more deadly. And there we go, yes. I guess we had a second, yeah, there we go, there's the second essence of Deceiver by Yapo Magu, creating a second thingamajig. A second restored monolith, I should say. Although Michael Grimm has also brought out his own as well, so yeah, we've seen quite a bit of deception, need to say the least, but it just doesn't seem to be quite enough for what they're facing here. They're doing a pretty good job at the very least in delaying the advance by the top right team, but I think maybe investing in these units might have been a bit of a fallacy. Oh, and here we go, we actually do see a Terminator squad being mind controlled as well by the Deceiver. So this Penitent Engine shouldn't really be bothering to target them. I mean, but what the hell, in either case, yeah, these guys finally snapped out of it, and yeah, now they're just attacking the Deceiver, which of course is invincible. It's just like the Nightbringer. Kind of ridiculous that they can do that. But, well, what the hell, this was just a unique thing for the Necron players, and yeah, as you can see, they're just getting knocked on their asses, basically, every time one of these Exorcists fires a missile. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 that I can see, so yeah, managing to do quite a bit of damage indeed. And maybe if they use the Lord Destroy to mind control, that might have been good, or to Commandeer in this case. But yeah, for whatever reason, they're going to really do that. And yeah, I mean, they've been using Lord Destroyers. Here we go, they're going to Commandeer the Penitent Engine, I think. Oh, there we go, they're commandeering this one, which has actually got more health, so yep, pretty good ability use finally being seen by the Necron player, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be enough really. The bottom right team is just, bottom right team slot is just accumulating quite a bit, and yeah, we're even seeing the good old Orbital Bombs ability being used, but yeah, I mean, this is the sort of stuff they should be doing when they see vehicles like Penitent Engines and all that being utilised. They have to use the Lord Destroyers and all that to mind control them. Yeah, basically get quite a bit of damage done as possible. And here we go. Okay, I thought he was going to try to mind control another Penitent Engine, but yeah, I think it was moving around a bit too quickly. Oh dear, they're going to... Okay, no, he gets killed off just before he's able to do that, and yeah, we still do have a Penitent Engine around here. Oh, it's actually going to have to kill off an enemy Penitent Engine, I think. Yeah, he did. But yeah, it's just not going to be enough to stop Model on Team, of course. And really, I mean, you look at what the Necrons were doing before, and you see them, you know, basically going with masses of Necron warriors and all that, which is pretty effective in the early game. But really, I mean, when you see more varied troop types by the bottom of the team, especially when you can see things like the Exorcist and all that, which can, yeah, you know, knock around the Necron warriors just like that, then yeah, I mean, it doesn't really help them that much to have that all that money invested into Necron warriors. That's what you do. And yeah, I mean, also saw some pretty good harassments by both teams. Could have seen the very nice. Oh, okay, almost took that Penitent Engine, but anyway, yeah, we should have seen the Space Marine player defending a bit better against the Necron Lord harassment. I mean, really all they needed was just to list at a tower to a couple of building units and all that. But yeah, overall, not too shabby by both teams, and yes, I don't see that every day where you see 3 Necron players against 3 other players, especially when they're playing random. Just seems like quite a coincidence to say the least. Indeed. And yeah, now we're pretty much just seeing the massacre of Necron players' bases. Don't really see how they can come back from this, and wow, that's kind of funny seeing a Wraith up against a Living Saint of all things. Oh, we might getting knocked about as well by the good old Exorcist. So yeah, it looks like the the Living Saint is trying to kill off this Necron Monolith, and yeah, looks like it should be able to, just knocking around this Builder Scabs as well. Probably would have been better off using it against frontline here, but what the hell. And we've got Essence of Deceiver coming out as well, just to deceive these various players as well. Taking charge of a Celestian squad, but given that we're only seeing other infantry out, except I suppose for this Penitent Engine, which is not being targeted on the Rhino transport as well. I don't think they're really being utilised to their best ability there. And there we go, more shots and all that raining down, and yeah, looks like it's going to be the last stand for this Necron player. And is he? Yep, he's going to become Essence of the Deceiver, of course, so we're seeing quite a bit of Deceiver essences around here. Oh, Mark of Grimm even deciding to build up a second Necron Monolith, or trying to, but yeah, it's just going to take it out by the Living Saint pretty quickly. And that's a fake Monolith, there goes another one, and yeah, there goes all the buildings, so yeah, it's an interesting game, indeed to say the least, and yeah, hopefully we should be able to upload it a bit later on today. And until that happens, this has been Dame Dudovich signing off.